Hello learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will show you that how to create pivot table in picture. Right. So basically what we gonna do in this particular video that we will create a pivot table. Later on we will just link that pivot table to the picture, and if we will do any changes in the pivot table, so these changes will reflect in that picture as well. Right, so let's go to our demo. So here we have some database, like we have a country, product, discount band, unit sold. Right, so what we need to do, we need to create a pivot table. Just select this data, then go to the insert, go to the pivot table, from table range, and select here new worksheet and click OK. Once you will click OK, then your pivot table analyze wizard will be open over here. Right, so which field we need to take over here? We need to take the country and unit sold. So in row level we will take the country, and in values we will take the sum of units sold. And if you want to remove the blank, you can just uncheck the blank over here. Right. So the first question is that how we can identify that whether it is a pivot or not. So right now you can see that in pivot table ribbon, so we have options like home, insert page, layout, view, help. But once we will click on the pivot table, now you can see that two more option is there, like pivot table analyzer and design. So in this way you can just find out whether it is a pivot or a simply a data, right? So once you will click over here, if it is a pivot table, so now you can see that we have two options, pivot table analyze and design. So in design you can change the design of your pivot table. You can change the themes over here. And pivot table analyzer, we have some other properties like slicer, insert timeline, refresh. There are so many things are there, right? So what we're gonna do right here, that we have created the pivot table. So I will create another sheet. Let's take this, the name of this sheet is picture. Go to the pivot table, copy this, then go to the picture sheet and select any of the cells. Let's, I have just selected this cell. So before I have already copied the pivot table, but I'm not going to paste it right now. Before pasting here, I just need to go to the home, and we have like paste special options. So there are multiple options. You can see that values, paste, other paste options. So here you need to just find out that this option, linked picture, right? Once you will click over here, then what will happen that the pivot table which you have created before, it will automatically linked with this picture. You can just increase the size of this picture, and as you can see that whenever I'm just clicking on this picture, so here we have the picture format. It means this is a picture. We can just expand it, and if you want to change some formatting over here, you need to go to the picture format, and you can select any one of these, right? And you can drop down, click on this drop down, and you can just select any one of these options. Let's choose this one, right? So this is my picture has been created, and let's go to the pivot table again. Right now you can see here we have countries like Canada, France, Germany, Mexico, United States of America. And if you will go here in this pivot table, and if you will unselect Canada, and we will, you need to just verify that whether it is linked or not. Now you can see that Canada is just, it is not reflecting over here, right? But we cannot validate it by going into the sheet and picture again. So we will create a slicer for this. Just simply click on your pivot table, then you need to go to the pivot table analyze option. Then here you have the insert slicer. So you need to select the country and click OK. And you can just resize it like this. Right click, cut, and paste it over here. And you can do some formatting as well. What you can do, you can go to the slicer, you can change the color of the slicer, you can choose the dark mode as well. Let's take this one, and you can create the thick border as well. Go here, thick border, go to the view tab, uncheck the grid line, and if you want to change the color of this part, go here, and you can just change the color. Let's take this one. So now you can see that pivot table is connected with this. The picture is connected with this pivot table, right? So if you want to see this, simply click on the Canada. So now you can see that Canada field is open, the visible over here. Click on France. So it is France, Germany, Mexico, United States. And if you want to unfilter everything, just click on this symbol. Now you can see that all the values over here, right? So in this way, you can just link your pivot table with the picture. So if you want to create any dashboard, if you do not want to show the pivot table, so you can just use these options in order to show your data, right? So here you have so many options like picture formatting. So you can customize your picture according to these options. So I hope you would like this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.